That's your first thought, bro. That's your first thought.
If I'm gonna get arrested with anybody, it's these three blokes.
What the f am I getting myself into?
Let's go! Let's go!
Let's go.
What's up, First Out listeners? If you are listening, you're on YouTube right now. We're working on getting everything else up, but make sure to follow us on our socials as well. Just open those up. I know we got one on Instagram. I'm going to open up Twitter right after this episode is up. It's at First Thought Podcast is where we're going to be. We got a good one. Bailey's back today. Tommy cannot make it again, but Three Stooges are still active. So we're back today. The draft is happening. If anybody's listening, everybody's aware that the draft talk is kind of like the prevalent thing right now. We're going to go through the NBA playoffs as well, to touch up on the NHL playoffs. There's some drama going on in the F1 world, and then we're going to wrap it up with pro tips. But first off, boys, how are we doing? It's good to see y'all again. How you been?
Solid. I was in Boston yesterday. Had a good day. Caught the Sox game. It was fun. Unfortunately, the Sox won 17-0, which, yeah, Bailey is a fake Sox fan, so he'll love that, I'm sure. What's up, Billy?
Got on, Tug. Hey, I'm a diehard Sox fan, man. I've been a diehard Sox fan since way back, man. I think maybe way back in 2020, maybe.
2020, yep.
Yeah, definitely. That's when your origination, your
Yeah,
Boston sports fan.
Yeah, that was definitely the start of my one sports team I go for in Boston.
Right, facts.
Because you got Boston for this Red Sox, you got baseball, and then you got Miami for football. You got the Dolphins.
Yes, I was a self-appointed Finns fan back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's been a shit ride, to be honest.
You got Mike McDaniels now, though.
I mean,
what was that?
You have Mike McDaniels now, so there's some hope. I like the guy, and he's easy to cheer for.
Yeah, he's definitely someone to cheer for, which has been good for the past couple of years. I have enjoyed watching him on the sideline. He seems like he's a really good coach. He actually seems like he has a genius mind to the game, and it'd be just interesting to see how he can get a group of guys to reach the next level. You know what I mean? I'm still yet to see if he's got that in his coaching ability. I have no doubt. I believe he can make an insane playbook when you get insane athletes, but I don't know. There's a difference between coaching to make the playoffs and win spectacle games and make a highlight reel to playing football when it's negative 10 degrees up in Kansas City trying to get out of the AFC. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a different type of.
I mean, I think that'll lead us right into the old NFL draft talk.
Exactly.
I mean,
that's exactly what I was just thinking.
I don't. First off, I don't even know who the Finns drafted. Who did the Finns draft?
They picked up an edge rusher. Which, I mean, is good, especially. I'm not too sure, to be honest, but I know he's can't remember his name, but yeah, he's really quick, he's explosive, and he's just one of those guys you can use on the edge and in coverage, I'm pretty sure. So that's just kind of how they went, but you know, it's always going to be tough to tell what they see for the future for every team, depending on where they come in to sit, what their position is. From Penn State, Chop Robinson from Penn State.
Oh, Chop. Yeah. Yep, that makes
number
sense.
4.
That's it.
Number 4 from Penn State. Yeah, very explosive, quick guy. You can use him.
And then,
you know what I mean? You can use him off the edge, and he can also go back and, you know, do that rover position role if you want him to. He's that athletic, you can do that. And I guess guys that want to get paid in that position now have to be able to do that in the league. So I feel like that's a good pickup. And especially in that type of defense you run, you can start to, as we were saying, you can change, you can do a lot with guys like that. So,
yeah.
But we've got the outside linebacker group in the Dolphins is pretty top standard right now, but they just had a lot of injuries. So, but you know, injuries come opportunity. Van Noy wouldn't have had the season he had without injuries in front of him. So it was unfortunate to see Jordan Phillips go down with the Achilles because he probably won't be back until.
Jalen Phillips.
What was that?
Jalen Phillips, yeah.
Jalen Phillips. Is Jalen?
Jalen Phillips. Jalen Phillips, the kid from Miami that is now on the Dolphins. He's going to be good on the other side of Chop Robinson. They're going to be that's a solid tandem. If he can come back from that Achilles, that's a good little.
It'll take him a while. I reckon it'll probably be later in the year.
Is Christian Wilkins? Oh, Christian Wilkins signed with the Raiders, yeah.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, back.
All right. Back to the draft.
Back to the draft. I was gonna say there's a lot of teams that, for the most part, we made moves that we expected. Top 3, top 4 picks. It essentially went exactly what everyone thought it was. All the mock drafts, anybody had it, was Caleb Williams 1, Jaden Daniels 2, Drake May 3, Marvin Harrison Jr. 4. It went exactly in that order. And then even Joe Alt at 5 to San Diego. Big lineman, kind of like it.
Los Angeles, sir. San Diego is a few years
It
back.
should be San Diego. Screw them for moving there. But yes, you're right. The Los Angeles Chargers, but them with Joe Harbaugh drafting Joe Alt, honestly, kind of makes sense. I don't really see a problem with that at all. Then Malik Neighbors at 6. And then maybe this tackle to the Tennessee was a little bit of a surprise. I have no idea, but
Oh my God, dude! Did you see how big that man is? I'm watching him walk up through like the draft hall or whatever you want to call it, like the corridor that they have. He's friggin' enormous. This guy.
okay, so yeah, the size that I got is 6'6", 342.
Yes, dude.
The big fella.
JC
Human
Late.
wall, huge, dude.
JC Late.
Murph and I were talking about the other day, Bailey. Like it just seems like linemen are just getting more and more massive, and I don't know how it's happening.
Yeah, I don't know where they're finding them.
Dude,
Like,
they're giants.
You go out and you either go out, I don't know, somewhere West Georgia and find some big farm kid, or you go to Wisconsin and find some bloke that's been cutting trees since he was 4.
Dude, nuts.
I don't know where you find these people from.
Yeah, but in pick number 8, Murph. That's the surprise of the draft right there.
That's
what we're
just
getting into.
That's
yeah. So the
we
first
can talk about that for hours.
those first 7 went to pretty much almost expected. Like I don't really think that offense tackle we're talking about too much surprise. But then the Atlanta Falcons, whom just signed, I think maybe the second or third biggest contract for the quarterback in Kirk Cousins, like $108 million, just signed him to that, and they draft Michael Penix Jr., who many thought that you could have gotten him later in the draft. They could have said, so they were saying. So picking him that high, picking a quarterback,
right?
I mean, they're not a complete team right now. I don't know. It just like it boggles your mind a little bit. I don't see what the plan is.
I don't know. So I mean, what? Kirk Cousins has what, a 3-year deal?
I think is it a 3-year deal? Is it
It's
4?
a 4-year deal with a lot of guaranteed money.
Yeah.
And okay, that makes it worse. But
Yeah, exactly.
4-year deal, and how long are rookie contracts? 5, 4 or 5?
3 with an option, maybe.
3 with an option. That could be it.
It's a first round. I think it matters what round it is.
Every rookie contract's the exact same. It just changes the signing bonus.
Just signing bonus. Yeah, exactly. Signing bonus is So
like exponentially from what Caleb Williams got down to Xavier Leggett, it would change like exponentially their signing bonus.
Oh yeah, 100%. But like here's the thing though, is like my thought is like if they just signed Kirk for 4 years, like what the fuck are we doing, dude? Like do they just like not trust that? I mean, obviously I feel like Michael Penix is a pretty solid insurance policy if that Achilles for Kirk doesn't. That's the one thing I'm thinking, Murph. But
yeah.
But the other thing is like somehow, some way, this could fucking work out. Because I still think Michael Penix is going to be fucking good. I wanted the Patriots to draft him low key, but I didn't want to draft him at 3rd. I wanted to somehow see if we could trade back up into the 1st round and get Marvin Harrison Jr., get Michael Penix. But I don't know.
I wanted that same thing. But I mean, in the league, I think I had spoken to you about this other day, Tuck. In this league, you saw when quarterbacks go down, I think there was like 12 stars hurt last year, something crazy, some record. Yeah. And teams just sink. When theirs go down. Like luckily, like Joe Flacco stepped in and balled out, but some teams just can't catch a break. The Vikings were dead when Kirk Cousins got hurt. The Jets were dead when Aaron Rodgers got hurt. Like all these other teams. But following up with Michael Penix, Roma Dunze to the Bears, they had a really good.
That.
That's a good first round.
Bears.
Bears. Caleb has all the targets you could ask for. But Roma Dunze is a stud. At 10, the Vikings took JJ.
Hold on, real quick. Let's touch on the Bears because I just feel like they're gonna flip it around this year. and they're going to be nasty. This is one of the few situations where the first overall pick in the draft is being thrust into a pretty fucking solid situation. Like Bears fans should be fired up for the first time in a while. Like, okay, so they got DeAndre Swift, they got Rome Odunze now. They got why can't I think of number 2? DJ Moore was absolutely nasty. Cole Kmet, solid tight end. I don't know what their O line is like. Is their O line shoddy?
Missing one more guy that they got and one more receiver that they got that is a huge piece that it was a kind of a shocker when it happened.
Spit those facts.
Yeah, like on that and bringing
Oh,
back
for Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen, yes.
Oh my God, they're stacked on offense. But if Caleb Williams pans out, then they're set.
The Bears got Keenan Allen?
Yeah.
When that happened?
Yeah. I don't know.
Go.
They traded a second rounder or something for him.
Yeah, but
okay.
And they also
remember in this draft.
What's up? I don't remember. I'm not sure. Maybe.
They got a lineman in the second draft this year, sorry, second round, or maybe it was maybe, but they got another lineman. But that trade with the Panthers is turning out to be one of the biggest steals in NFL history. So
Ryan Poles is kind of wheeling and dealing, slanging, dude.
Well,
yeah.
So I am excited to see the Bears. That was a good call. I'm definitely looking forward to what they do. But at 10, like I said, JJ McCarthy gets drafted. He's gonna be expected to step in right away. So he's gonna choke and he's gonna be terrible. So poor kid.
I don't know. Brings it.
Go ahead,
so what I was gonna say, you were talking about the Bears, right? I was going to say that the fact that now that JJ's at the Vikings, you still got the Packers. The Packers were good. Packers could play. Jordan Love could play.
Yeah.
And Detroit, if coached by Dan Campbell, as we were just talking before about coaching, and they're going to be able to play. So that's a tough conference next year to get out of. So it'll be tough for the Bears because they're going to have to beat the Lions and the Packers if they really want a shot.
Right.
The NFC North. The NFC North is back to being.
The NFC North's back. When it used to get Joe. It was just the Vikings.
Looks good on paper.
Does look good on paper.
Yeah. I mean, JJ McCarthy's the Vikings are gonna suck next season. I'm gonna take their under on whatever their total wins are.
Okay. Early Crow from Murph.
All right. After following that, the Jets took a tackle from Penn State, and then Bo Nix to Denver at 12. People were not going to take him the first round.
Don't see it.
Sean Payton was fired up about that, and I do not think that anybody else wanted him. Maybe the Raiders were at 13. They ended up getting Brock Bowers, probably one of the steals of the draft. He's going to be so good.
Hold on.
The league,
Broncos. We can't see
I'm not.
Broncos.
I'm not.
Okay. Go ahead.
So maybe I'm thinking they were under pressure, but I really like the way that Sean Payton sold it. That was his call. Like he wanted him.
So Bailey, literally a second ago, we were talking about the game within the game. Like you know how like media, like in the media, like guys will throw out smoke screens, and Sean Payton made it seem like he was playing all these games behind the scenes to make it seem like he was gonna take someone else, but the whole time he was taking Bo Nix. I feel like he didn't even he's just a bullshitter. I don't know, dude, but he didn't even need to make all these like smoke screens or whatever to get Bo Nix at number 12 to make. He's like, oh, I want to take. He said something along the lines of I wanted to take Patrick Mahomes earlier when he was drafted. Now he's saying he believes in he believes in Bo Nix just as much as Patrick Mahomes. I'm like, I don't know.
Jeez, you don't say that. That's already
he's setting himself up for failure.
Why are you doing that? You just compared him to the greatest quarterback of the time right now.
Yeah.
Let's be real. You just compared him saying, "Hey, this bloke's won 3 Super Bowls in 5 years starting."
Yeah.
And said you're as good as him. No, dude.
Yeah.
Your organization was awful last year. You've been brought in to restart the organization. Don't put the pressure on this young quarterback you've just drafted that you're going to throw out the Wolves. You know?
Yeah. So they also just have the worst quarterback room in football. Now they have Bo Nix, Zach Wilson is in that room. I think was it them or somebody else that I just saw there was 4 just such terrible quarterbacks in this quarterback room. It was just average
mediocre quarterbacks.
Yeah. I don't
cash
get
and then playing for the league.
right. That makes zero sense to me to have like a bunch of four like average like mediocre quarterbacks that doesn't make your team better. Anyway,
You think Alec
on-
Coleman could play with them back in the day?
what's up?
You think Coleman could have pulled it with those
Oh
boys?
yeah, no doubt.
I'm taking
Alec
Coleman over bloody
Western New England
Zach
G-Bears.
Wilson any day of the week.
Yeah. So Brock Bowers, Murph, on to Raiders.
Yeah, Brock Bowers on the Raiders is cool, man. I mean, I like the Raiders. I think it's hard not to. And Brock Bowers
Jimmy G?
just Jimmy G still there?
Yes,
No,
no, maybe
They paid
or
him and then
Aiden
they paid
McDonald.
to leave him.
Aiden McDonald. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it-
I don't know.
Or Aiden
They-
O'Donnell, something like that.
Was they
Mustache guy,
drafted?
mustache.
Mustache guy, yeah. I don't know, but I mean, he's just a stud. That's all I really got for it. But
Yeah,
and
he's
then
savage.
the Saints follow that up with an offensive tackle from Oregon State that I'm not even gonna try and pronounce it. Talis Fuagua. I tried it. Polynesian guy, gotta be good. Followed up by another Polynesian guy from
Leatu Latu.
Yeah, Leatu Latu, whatever. But he's dope. I watch him play. He's pretty solid. He's definitely
I don't
one of-
know. Hold on. I don't think we need to like run through the entire first round. Like,
Yeah.
like
Okay,
just
and-
some shit that sticks out.
Yep. And so I had money on Dallas Turner to be the first defensive player off the board, and I lost that money. But it is what it is. It is what it is. What are you gonna do about it? You know.
Hey, you win some, you
yeah.
lose some.
Yeah, you win some, you lose some. Seeing Terrion Arnold, he was from Alabama. He's a corner. He got drafted to Detroit in Detroit. Pretty electric moment. If you've seen the video, he was fired up. You know, think about it. Think about being in that moment. That's your city, especially the
Fuck
Detroit
yeah.
fans, how fired up they are. And he's like just super emotional and just getting fired the hell up about it. So
Yeah.
that was super cool to see.
That's dope.
To the
That's
line,
dope.
who see he could pull up and win a Super Bowl next year.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hey.
they're a team.
That'd
You
be
get
pretty
a
sick.
savage
Murph.
young bloke because corner's a place where you can just throw some young athlete that's hungry to go get the ball and make a play. You can throw him
Yeah.
out there and he could just. If you really look at like the rosters each week, dude, every week there's a different DB all across the league coming in and out, and you get one of the, like get this young bloke, give him a crack. Be good to see. If he especially if he's
Murph.
pumped up, I'm pumped about the Lions. Long story short,
Murph, what do you think about Murph, what do you think about your dog Ricky Pearsall getting drafted in the first round by the Niners?
Yeah, dude, him getting drafted in the first round is like crazy. If anything, I thought Lad McConkey might go
Yeah, right. Yeah.
over.
I think Lad McConkey would have been a solid fit for the Niners too. He did
He's-
that offense.
Yeah, he was a 5-year college guy. He played at ASU for 3 years. That probably stunted his growth. But no,
You talking Xavier Worthy right now?
no,
No, Ricky Pearsall.
Oh yeah, dude. Him getting drafted to the Chiefs was I skipped that was a quick skip over. He's fast as hell. That sucks for everybody else.
4.21.
Yeah, but the Ricky Pearsall getting drafted is crazy. I mean, he definitely busts his ass. He's one of the hardest workers. I like it. That's definitely like got to be his shtick. But I mean, it's hard for me to fathom him being a first rounder. For someone like I played against him, and he just was not that impressive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When did you play against Ricky Parcell?
In high school, like my junior and senior year.
Murph, you know what oh God, bums me out is that so going into the second round, moving into the second round, Keon Coleman. I think Keon Coleman should have gone over Pearsall. Like Keon Coleman's a savage, dude. That's a grown ass man right there.
Where did he get drafted to?
Huge. Huh?
Where did he go?
The Bills.
Oh,
Which
dang.
it's gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick. He's gonna be sick in Buffalo with Josh Allen. But I wanted him on the Pats. I was like, I mean, we had the second pick, but then we traded it. I wanted either freaking Lad McConkey or Keon Coleman, but I mean, there's so many great receivers in this draft. It seemed like you couldn't miss. Like, so we got Jalen Polk, but Keon Coleman and Lad McConkey go 1-2 in the second round.
Yeah. And then where did Lad get drafted? I didn't see.
It was Los Angeles. You said it was an O lineman. It was Lad McConkey. They might have got another.
No, I was talking about the first round, brother. You're bugging.
No. You said they picked another offensive lineman in the second round too. Watch the tape. Pull the tape.
Watch the tape. Tape don't lie.
Oh
Tape
no,
don't lie.
I said that for the Bears.
Bears.
Now you're gonna look stupid.
You can pull up. No. You can pull up the tape. I promise you. Pull up the tape. You said
talking about-
they drafted Joe Alt and then somebody else in the second round too. It's all
Can
good.
we put a bet on this? So then the next episode we can find out if Murphy was wrong or right.
I'll edit it. I'll be editing it, and I'll look through and be like, oh, like this is gonna be a bad moment. I'm just gonna.
I'll put 10 on it. I'll put 10.
All right, I never said it. Polk, and then the guy from UCF. His quote was unreal. I might have to put
Let's go.
his quote. Yeah, he said, "Get your popcorn. I make people in wheelchairs stand up."
Which I was like, I don't know if that's Bill Belichick's team. I don't know if he wants anyone saying that, but it's a new era. It's a new era in New England, baby. So say whatever the fuck you want, I guess. That was funny.
Not Bill Belichick's team no more, brother. Bill Belichick on TV now.
Yeah.
Bro, I was catching. I saw some clips of Bill doing Pat McAfee show. He's solid on Pat McAfee.
Yeah,
He's solid.
Yeah.
He's got a good personality to him while he's like on TV and stuff, and it seems to be working out well so far. I mean, it's a little bit early, but I like Bill on TV. It's pretty cool.
Pat's very good at what Pat's been great at is like he directs people in the way because he brings them on their show and he just wants them to talk, right?
He's a good mediator.
Possible. Yeah, he's a great mediator. He's great at directing the conversation to where he wants it to go and getting everybody else involved into it.
Yeah, and hilarious too. And he brings the juice, so that's huge.
Brings the juice. That's the key in life. As long as you bring
the fucking juice,
good to go. Bring some juice and be good to go. Isn't that right, Murphy?
Absolutely.
Yeah, dude, you gotta bring the juice.
You gotta bring the fucking juice.
Yeah. Getting back to the draft overall, no one actually knows if anything actually pays off. But
thank you, Murphy. Waiting for somebody to say it.
Yeah, nonetheless, it's still exciting. So it just makes you hungry for football. But
no shit.
What we are hungry for, what everybody wants as a fan, is always just the playoffs. And right now we got the NHL and NBA playoffs. If you did listen to the last episode, I did promise a sweep from the Celtics, and we did not deliver. But quite honestly, I don't really even feel bad. I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good smack in the face for the young lads on the team. We still need to mesh. That's only going to grow us closer. And I will forever hate the Heat. They're one of my least favorite franchises. I
just think the Heat, and we're stupid. We're so dumb. It's not. Yeah. So we'll put that hand up on that one. We're dumb. We're dumb. So Eric Spoelstra is just such a good coach that he's always going to find a win some way, shape, or form in the playoffs. And he did that. And they were on fire from three. I think they set an NBA playoff record for like 23. It was either like 23 or 26 threes that they made. And it's like when you're shooting lights out like that, it's like, okay, anybody's got a chance. Anybody's got a chance.
The record shooting. Breaking news in the NBA real quick. It says Thunder's head coach Mark Daignault. Oh, fuck that guy's name.
Daignault.
He is named coach of the year. Should have been
breaking news.
Yeah, but breaking news. That's cool.
Joey Maz.
Yeah. So, but the Celtics, they won another one right after that, so I'm not too worried about their series. The Clippers just tied it up tonight, like right as we started this podcast. They tied it up with Dallas. It is 2-2 in that series now.
Oh, they did.
So Kawhi still has a chance to come back. I hope. He's kind of, I don't know what's going on with him. Sticking in the East, the Sixers are trying to tie it up. I believe it's 2-1. They won one back at home. Dominated them really. So that series is getting pretty exciting. The Bucks, I'm not really even too sure. If you know anything, feel free to hop in. I'm still
the Bucks. Yeah, the Bucks are fucked.
Yeah.
They're playing again tonight. Dame and Giannis are out.
Oh, Dame is out? What the fuck happened?
Dame and I don't know what happened to Dame. He's injured, but he's not playing. So Dame and Giannis are out, and Pacers have been looking good. Like
Yeah, they lead. They're leading the series right now, 2-1.
Pascal Siakam's been absolutely balling, and I think Tyrese Halliburton's just been being the facilitator that he is, getting all the right people involved, getting the right guys hot at the right times, and they're just playing well right now. The Bucks are fucked. It's one of those scenarios where it's like they fell off at the wrong time of the year, and like the Bucks have been a shit show with changing coaches and whatnot. So I mean, it looks like they're crashing and burning this year, which tough.
Yeah.
That's
I
tough.
do want to.
I put my hopes in the Bucks this year when we first made our predictions.
Oh, Billy,
I said they were going to play the Nuggets. I said they were going to play the Nuggets in the in the grand final.
Yeah, you're right. We gotta do bad takes revealed. But I do want to go back to the Knicks Sixers series real quick and correct myself. The Knicks won a game earlier today. They played early in the afternoon, and now they're up on that series. The Knicks beat the Sixers. They're now up 3-1.
Word.
And then the Magic all of a sudden decided they know how to score. So we had said this was going to sweep. I said the Magic were dead. It is now 2-2 in that series. Magic winning. Both teams have won both home games. So kind of a surprise. They're making a
That's
series.
gonna be a fire. That's a fire series. I'm about that. I told you, dude. That Magic team is young and they got a lot of good young guys. And the one guy that I left out in the last podcast is that the Magic have Cole Anthony too, dude. They got dogs. They got dogs on that team, and they're all young and they got the legs for it, and they're run and gun type of dudes. So I mean, and the Cavs are one of those teams that we talked about. It's like, when it comes to like playoff basketball, it just seems like all the teams like the Suns, Lakers, teams that play a lot of ISO ball throughout the regular season, they just show up in the playoffs and they just get shelled by teams that like really legitimately run offense and run solid plays and have good pick and roll offense and stuff like that. And the Cavs are one of those teams. They mesh really well. So, but this is kind of like a matchup of the young Magic are, just super athletic, have a ton of talent, and that is up against the Cavaliers that are just a more like structured and fundamental kind of team, good pick and rolls with Jared Allen and Donovan Mitchell, yeah, it's a good series. I'm fired up. It's a good series.
I'm good. I'm happy to see it, but I definitely see what you're saying. They all got like positions that they fit so well.
Yeah.
Studs.
They know the rules.
They're just trying to play it out. That's another series that is similar to that is the T-Wolves Suns right now. T-Wolves are up 3-0. They play tonight. So I guess we'll miss the update on it, but that's just
put them to bed.
I think it's night Suns.
Kind of Suns then.
Similar to what we had just said, the Suns play a lot of ISO ball and they play selfish, and the T-Wolves do not. T-Wolves really play their positions really well.
Yeah.
The Lakers stay alive for now. It was a close game by 11, but they just like kept kind of seeming to be able to pull away. So
I think the two predictions that you and I made last podcast were that the Celtics were gonna sweep the Heat and the Nuggets were gonna sweep the Lakers, and we're over 2 right now, dude. We have zero credibility in this game right now.
I never claimed to be a
basketball
knower too much. Yes. Yeah, I know. But I never claimed to be a basketball knower much. So I'm happy to throw out predictions that make me sound stupid.
Fair enough.
Don't pick one or the other, right?
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
And that's why Bailey picked the Bucks to go to the championship.
Yeah. Bucks v Nuggets championship. Nuggets take it home. Still on it. We're
Hey, dude.
Round the grounds, Bucks Pacers game. Murphy Hartman game seems to be just taking off.
And yeah, I mean the game's taken off. I hope the Pacers win. I'd rather see the Bucks die. Pacers are looking solid, which makes me a little nervous, but we won't run into them. Not for a little bit. I think we will play. Oh shit! No, we could play the Pacers. Yeah, but like seeing this game tonight, I don't know. I would just rather see them. I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe if the Bucks can extend the series, get them a little more tired. If we can finish ours in 5, and then everybody else in the East kind of has to stretch that series. That's preferred because then everybody else gets a little more beat up. And rest over rust, I think that I prefer rest for our team.
Right.
But moving out of the NBA playoffs and into the NHL playoffs. I was going to touch up on a few quick things that I noticed here. Vegas was looking for the sweep, and Dallas stayed alive. Dallas is one of the teams I thought was going to make it to the championship. So sucks to suck. Carolina is still doing well, who is another, I think they're like my number one prediction. Carolina is still doing very well. They're hot in the in the East. Bruins are doing pretty well. They're up on the series. They stole one in Toronto, which is huge because we had lost one at home, so they're up 2-1 now. A couple of series, the Rangers are about to finish off. I believe it's the Islanders, I want to say. But I mean, everything else is pretty much chalk right now. I'm sorry, the Capitals. They're about to wash up with the Capitals. The Capitals are horrific. This is something you guys would have a little bit of interest in. The Capitals had like a negative, like 30 score differential in the season, and that's the worst that there's ever been in league history to make the playoffs.
How is that even possible?
Because they'd have games where like they'd win 4-3,
I see.
5-4, this and that. So they get blown out. I think at one point they might have gotten 8 goals or maybe 9 goals in them for like a good stretch. Like it wasn't just like that one game. It happened like 2 or 3 in a row.
Oh
so
shit!
They just let up numbers. Terrible goal.
Who's up in that series? Caps, Rangers, right?
Yes, Caps 3-0. They're about to shut the door on them tonight.
Really? I thought the Caps. The Caps.
No, Rangers. My apologies.
Yeah, Rangers are up 3-0.
Rangers are up 3-0. About to close the door tonight. Another series that I'm interested in. I want the Oilers in the West. I want them to win. I have a bet on them to win their series. They're up 2-1, and it is back in LA tonight as well. A really good series right now is Colorado versus Winnipeg. They just decided they blew them out tonight 5-1. They go up 3-1. Canucks Predators are playing right now. The Canucks are up 2-1 in the series. Nothing else. I mean, everything else is going pretty well. Oh, Boston won last night. I totally forgot about that because I was having way too good of a time. They go up 3-1. They stole both of them in Toronto. That's huge for the Boston Bruins. Get momentum. We need to do something this playoffs. It was embarrassing last year. Florida Panthers cannot finish the job. The Lightning, and like I said, the Vegas Knights could also not finish the job. That's quick touch-ups for the NHL. I did want to touch on F1. I know my guy Bailey is also interested in some of this. But there is kind of some recent breaking news. So I want your opinion on this. But Adrian Newey, who is, for those that don't know, Adrian Newey is the mastermind behind the Red Bull just absolutely shocking F1 as of lately. They're the ones taking over. He's an engineer. He does the aerodynamics. He just does everything to perfection. He is the epitome of the sport right now. He's the top of his line, top of his sport. Every other engineer is trying to copy what he does. And he has been signed on a Red Bull since 2008 maybe. So a good long chunk of time. Like he has been there for like they won their first 4 championships in 2008 through 2012. All Adrian Newey. Yeah. They're past 3 and going to be 4th this year. All Adrian Newey. He is their team. He is everything to them. And him leaving is gonna change the whole the whole format of or how everything goes. Is gonna change the whole landscape of the sport. And
where's he leaving to?
Many people think that he is going to Ferrari because Lewis Hamilton is signing to Ferrari next year. Oh. And he's getting towards possibly the end of his career. So there'd be something to say about going to Ferrari and fixing Ferrari.
Fixing Ferrari.
Ferrari's problems. Yeah, they've had all these problems. And Ferrari is F1. Ferrari is in motorsports. So for him to do that, I would be pretty fired up. I'm a McLaren fan, but seeing that would still be cool. Bergie, that hurts. But yeah, that's going to change everything. And Lewis Hamilton going there next year. I mean, there's about to be some stuff changed up. Carlos.
A lot of guys on contract.
All the drivers. Oh, you just rocked your head. All the drivers, all the teams except McLaren, McLaren and one other team have no drivers set. So there's only I think it's McLaren and Ferrari. Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton are signed on for next year, and Oscar Piastri.
Got their team set.
Every other team is not completely set. Every other team has at
Perez
least
is gone.
one, sometimes two. Perez will probably be gone, but he could stay because Sainz is going to sign on to Audi apparently. Carlos Sainz.
Okay, because that was going to be my next question. Because Audi's coming in 2 years, 2026 it comes in.
Yes.
So you're going to lose or gain, like, you know what I mean? Some drivers might get paid some big bucks to go over there. So that'll be interesting to see how that affects the grid next year.
Yeah, apparently he's been given an offer that Red Bull cannot touch, apparently.
And they've been working on that.
What people don't know, or a lot of people forget, is that Carlos Sainz grew up a Red Bull racer. His father is a Red Bull racer for like outdoor stuff. I can't remember what the hell they call it, 4x4 or something. And
It's not rally.
It's not rally, no.
It's
I can't remember what it is, but that's beside the point. Carlos Sainz grew up a Red Bull driver at the same time Max Verstappen was coming up to the ranks. So they raced together a lot, and Red Bull more so backed Carlos Sainz, which made him upset. It pissed him off. And so when he left, it was kind of not the best breakup. So they're trying to bring him back to that seat if Checo left, and it just most likely would not happen. But Fernando Alonso signs back. He's the oldest racer, and he's a legend. He's a 2-time champ. But him signing back. Lance Stroll is not signed on yet.
That's what I'm saying. Do you think they will? He's not the best driver. Let's be real.
His dad owns the team, but he's a jackass.
Exactly.
So I hope so. I'm not entirely certain what's going to go on there, honestly, but there's a couple others, like all like the bad teams, like Williams needs to figure out their thing. I'm sure Logan Sargent, the American, is probably in his last year. There's that kid Lance Lawson that's on the bench. Daniel Ricciardo might be done. I mean, there's a lot going on, so I'm definitely excited for all the drama that's going to come out of that. But I don't know. It's going to make everything different.
Question for you guys. Okay, I'm a big F1 guy. I'm trying to delve into the world, understand a little bit more of what's going on. So important question for you guys is who on the F1 circuit is pulling the most tail?
Oh man, they're huge public figures. So they're I mean, Lewis Hamilton is like the most obvious one, but he's 40 something now, so I imagine that he might not be chasing as hard anymore. So it's got to be Charles Leclerc or Lance.
Yeah. I think Charles Leclerc. I think Pierre Gasly when he probably goes home.
Yeah, Pierre.
Yeah, and I think Yuki heads back to Japan.
You think so?
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yuki's
killing it. Yuki's killing it.
For the listeners that don't know, Yuki Tsunoda is like 5'4", all 5'3", maybe. Japanese guy he learned his English from engineers, so he just cusses like a sailor. Yeah, him running the streets and getting girls like that thought of it cracks me up. But Lando Norris is a little.
Now that we're talking about Yuki, I was trying to ask you the question: do you think Yuki could go to Red Bull?
No.
You don't think that would? He's been racing well though. He's above the middle pack. The middle pack drivers, Yuki's the top right now.
Does Yuki speak good English and he just curses like a sailor up and down?
Oh yeah. He's like talking.
I love that.
You should listen to his radio chats. Go on YouTube and Google Yuki Tsunoda radio talk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's so funny. That's how
he's like. Yeah, him maturing is like the other day he got crashed out. Someone hit him and he got crashed out. And normally he's like, oh, that motherfucker, this and that, blah, blah, dickhead, blah, blah, blah. This time he just got spun out. And then on the radio, you hear him go, dickhead. And then I think even like the race engineer.
So funny.
But I mean, going back to the question at hand, Pierre Gasly is a pretty good spot as well. I mean, I'm sure some of them have girlfriends I don't even know about. So
hot dudes.
Oh yeah, they all.
Dudes.
I think all hot dudes. To be an F1 driver, yeah, you gotta be hot.
It's a prereq. You gotta be a hot dude.
It's a prereq for sure.
You got to pound ass.
Yeah. I mean, oh, dude, not Daniel Ricciardo, easy. He's
Well,
got
that was the only one that I thought you guys were gonna
Yeah.
say. I
It's
was the only
Daniel
one that I
Ricciardo.
knew.
gotta be him.
Danny.
Daniel-
It's got to be Danny.
Yeah.
That was disrespect.
Yeah, that is disrespect on his name for not bringing that up. What the
Billy,
hell?
come on, that's
Oh,
a
he's
dog.
on the out, man. If I'm thinking Formula One drivers right now, I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah, he's on the out. He's on the out.
and that's why he's compared to Yuki right now. They're in the same car, and Yuki's killing it. Yuki's getting
Yeah.
points every week. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
For the people that get the least, the Yuki's not getting points, dude. They're not. They're like racing for 11th place pretty much.
but that's my point. He's at the top of like what
Yeah.
they're giving. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like he's getting a point here and there. Like he's compared to some of the guys in the middle of the pack, they just don't score points.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like they barely make it out of Q3. Fucking
Right. Yeah.
Compete.
On the flip side of things, the guys that get the least amount of girls, Esteban Ocon's got to be number one. He's my least favorite person in the fucking world. I absolutely hate. He's a nerd.
Not
He's
even he's
all lanky. He's got his teeth just sticking out, and he's French, and I fucking hate him. Hate his guts. But,
It was worked up over this dude.
yeah.
You can respect it though. I don't disagree.
He was not cool with my man Checo. He was when him and Checo were teammates at Alpine or whatever the hell it was before that. Racing Point.
Racing Point.
And
This is
Look how
important
fast
stuff.
that car was when it first came out. Everyone accused it of being like just the Mercedes car.
oh yeah, that's exactly what they did because they just copied the Mercedes car from last year.
Yeah, but everyone does that. That's the same
Yeah.
thing. Everyone, it's the copycat league. It's like any sport.
But Esteban Ocon is the absolute worst. George Russell probably gets a good amount of girls too because he's a pretty boy, but I hate him. Oscar Piastri, he has a girlfriend. He has a cute little girlfriend. They're both just like they both look like they're 12 because they're so young. Yeah, I mean that's got to be it. It's just Esteban Ocon. That's the only answer for that one. That's the only answer. Zhao Guanyu, no, he probably gets toast too.
It's host.
Yeah, he probably does. He's the only Chinese driver, so I imagine so.
Bailey, who in the NRL is pulling tail, slanging ass?
Dude, that Cheeto guy.
Reece Walsh.
Huh?
Like
Yeah.
generally everyone like I think every commentator has like loving Reece Walsh. That's literally that's the poster boy right now.
Yeah.
Don't even have to think twice about it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I went to think and I realized I'm like, no, it's just Reece Walsh. He's the only bloke that they talk about how he's attracting girls to the game. Because the NRLW's just begun, right? And these girls can make good coin like playing rugby league in Australia. So there's actually some US, sorry to digress, but there's like US girls that did like a combine and went over to now playing the NRLW.
Oh, no shit. That's pretty crazy.
So, but yeah, and that's the whole thing. They're saying Reece Walsh now attracting girls to the game, and then there's a league they can play.
The Matt Rife. He's the Matt Rife of the NRL.
Matt Rife, that comedian.
Yeah. I got like the hot dude.
Okay, I don't want to say this. No.
Why? All right, Murph, what you got?
For like the next topics what we're talking about.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I mean, we were wrapping up with F1 and pro tips. We're getting into pro tips next. But before that, hypothetical. This is the question I told you the other day, Tuck. I found myself asking a pretty good question, something that intrigued me at least. And it has come to my attention that the United States has been the United States for about 300 years, right?
Yeah. A little bit less, 250.
250, yeah, exactly. So and then China's been around for a hot minute, but it's changed from like the Republic of China to this to that. Like everything kind of changed. The point being is that the Roman Empire lasted 1,000 years, and what everyone thought was perfect. It was like as perfect as we could get. Foresee.
Hey Murphy, you're breaking up.
Your mic, yeah, we're losing you. Speak.
Now we're back. We're back.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah,
Alright.
you're right.
All right. So the United States being the year 250, Roman Empire being there for 1,000 years. How long do you see in like the United States, the way that this government is, the way that we are, the way that people go, the way that the borders are, everything? How long is this gonna last?
So what you're referring to is like superpowers last. So the
Nothing's
U.S.
permanent.
Yeah, the U.S. is like the
Yeah,
superpower of the
yeah.
world. It's like, yeah. What was the empire that
Someone-
was Alexander the Great? Was he the Roman Empire? Am I crazy?
I know Caesar, but Julius Caesar, but there's thousands. There's
Alexander the
1,000
Great
years. So.
conquered the Alexander the Great conquered the Middle East, basically, like all that desert, like
Yeah.
Egypt.
Yeah,
all that
but
sort- he conquered all that.
where was he from?
Oh, you're asking a good question now. I don't know. I would like to know more about
Ottoman
it.
Empire.
We got to give this one a quick Goog.
Yeah, on the goods.
Alexander the Great. We're so educated. I think he was Macedonian kingdom. Was a king of the ancient Greek kingdom of Macedonia.
Oh, what do I know?
All right. Well, forget that. Anyway, we're talking about like the greatest empires in the history of world history, and we're just like, how long is the U.S. going to be the greatest superpower in the world? And it's like, it's crazy because the stuff that's happening in the world on the daily with just like strange things within humanity, like people questioning everything within the media and whatnot. Yeah, how long will the U.S. be the greatest superpower in the world? When will the power change? Especially because like COVID put the whole world behind. COVID put the U.S. behind. You know what, too, Murph? And if you really want to get into the fucking weeds with it, is that like people say that conspiracy theorists say that COVID was planted in the U.S.
Yeah.
so that like other countries could get ahead because like China's I don't know a ton about it. I'm so dumb, but like they said like China's technological and math advancements are starting to well exceed the U.S. So it's like they're starting to make leaps and bounds that we're not making. It's like, are they going to be the next great superpower of the world, or who knows? That is great. It's a crazy question to ponder.
It is. It is a wild thing about popping my head the other day.
Who's to say China's not already a great superpower in the world? Like if you go to China, if you go to Russia, they're going to say they're a great superpower in the world as well, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like anyone in Russia doesn't need anything else from anybody else other than shit in Russia. Same in China.
Right.
USA don't. USA need, guess what they need? They need the Middle East. They need oil. They need things from other countries. They buy things from China. Like,
yeah.
we're probably, the USA, Australia, a lot of countries are probably buying more things from China than they are giving China.
I still think when it comes down to it, gun to gun, I think that, I mean, without the nukes coming into play, maybe cyber warfare.
Problem,
maybe cyber warfare and whatnot. But yeah, the nukes cause a big problem, obviously. But besides that, it's like gun to gun, military to military, like we conquer anybody. So I don't know. That's the only part that makes
Bailey,
me
what's
like,
your thought
all right.
on that? Bailey, what's your thought on that?
That's just a bold statement.
Yeah. So it is a bold statement. It is a fucking bold statement for sure.
I think that that's true. I mean, I think we have more bodies than. That I think I think that's even shy. It might be like 30 times more.
It is. I mean, but
is the U.S. Army the biggest army in the world?
Yeah.
And did that determine who's got the superpower of the world, like who controls the world? Like
it's GDP, total GDP, military, and one other thing. But those are the two main factors: is GDP and military power. In U.S., I think China just overtook us for GDP.
Well, don't they talk about like education and shit too, like math, science,
Yeah.
like stuff like that?
Yeah, it's something
Yeah.
to do with like prosperous growth or something like that, like or human
Math-
investment or something.
Well,
I can't
then
remember what the hell it is.
but it's also interesting when you talk about that. It's like who created this article or who created the system to identify who is the superpower of the world right now.
Yeah, there's like there's a website for it. It's like a
What's the
like,
credibility? Yeah.
I think it's NATO or something shit that does it.
Oh, is it? Is it like a? Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah,
I
I
love how
had it in
formal
college.
was for that. It's like
If it's
NATO
like
or
a-
some shit.
Yeah, no, like it's one of those like it's
NATO
it's like a international organization. Where the hell does it? Where the hell does it? But I used to go on the web. We had to go on the website in college. So I think China overtook us for GDP kind of recently though, which is nuts. Anywho, I don't really know what I'm talking about because I'm not a fucking nerd. So heading into just food for thought right there for that. Just thinking about the United States will crash and burn soon, we'll all die. Heading straight into pro tips, fellas. You know the rules. Think of them as they come. They're all pro tips for a reason. Something that you might have learned from. I'll go first. I'll start. Fellas, the sun is coming out. The days are longer. The tarps are coming off. The days are beautiful. Gentlemen, if you're a white and pasty like me, use sunblock. Buy your sunblock. Bring it with you. Keep one in the car. Just honestly use this as a reminder because everyone forgets. It's the first of the season. You go out. Let's get a little fun. Oh, it's a little warm outside. Oh, my skin's a little tan. Oh, now I'm red as fuck. Now I'm peeling. Okay, so pro tip of the day: use sunblock.
That is one pro tip I will not use, and I will learn the hard way. Sorry, Murph. I appreciate your expertise in this area because you are very white boy, and I appreciate that because I too am a white man. However, I will be choosing to learn the hard way because I do it every fucking year. I get first nice sunny day, the fucking year comes around, take the tarp off, and you feel like you're fucking invincible. Guess what? The sun wins every fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
Sun wins every fucking time. You come out looking like a lobster and hurting to touch your skin because I'm a little white boy. But I'll never learn.
That was awful.
I'll never learn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shower's brutal.
All right, boys.
Sleeping for you.
You said what? No, it is tough sleeping. That might be the worst part.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
Good call. Good call. All right, who's got that next pro tip for us today?
Billy boy, hit us with the pro tip, Billy boy.
Got nothing on my mind right now. Pro tip. All right, let's go. What I need you to do is you need to make protein balls. Bang. Just made them before. Like oats, blend them up, mix it with some like flax seeds, some shredded coconut. Then you get, what else was it? Peanut butter. Throw some peanut butter in there too. A little bit of maple syrup, cinnamon on top. If you want
frozen banana
chips, no, you save that for the smoothie. Bang. Mix them all together, roll up into balls, throw it in the fridge, baby.
Wait,
I like that.
Okay.
That's a good pro tip.
Dude, you should high key send me like a recipe or something like that and show me. That's a fire idea. I really do like that.
We'll put it up on our socials actually. I'll take a video of it.
Yeah.
We can send it in. We can cut it up. Bang.
Yeah.
I love that. That.
All right, Billy boy. I love that one. My pro tip is find a karaoke bar and sing your sweet little heart out. Sing your sweet little. Find the karaoke bar and just sing your pure little sweet heart out. No matter how terrible your voice is, it's a grand old time for everyone involved. Dude, the reason I bring this up is I was in Boston last night. We were at a karaoke bar at the end of the night. We went to Black Rose, Murph, and just around the corner.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, Sissy K's, and it was a good ass time. But there was so Sissy K's, they had karaoke going on, and oh my god, dude, I'll paint the picture for you guys real quick. There is this big goofy white. Shout out to this fucking kid, by the way. big. He owns who he is. Like big, goofy, nerdy, white kid with like these big, almost Jeffrey Dahmer looking glasses, and he has like all black on. He's got this shirt on that says, it's something along the lines of like, please take advantage of me. I'm very vulnerable right now, or something like that. It was so fucking funny. And he's got like he's got like this long mullet and like one of the new age long mullets, and he's just owning his look. He's like this fatter big kid, but he steps up and he starts singing Frank Sinatra, "I Did It My Way."
Oh,
Oh
that's
my
awesome.
God, dude, it was mint,
Was he good?
dude.
Like he was nice.
It was not like he wasn't the greatest singer, but he did like lean in. I did it my
Yes.
way.
That's awesome.
Dude, it was so lit. It was so
Hey,
lit.
write this shit down. Write this shit down. We're all going to a karaoke bar one night.
Facts,
All
bro.
right.
Boys.
Absolutely. So,
We're going
pro
there.
tip,
We're making a movie.
Pro tip, grab the boys, grab a friend, grab a good crew, head up a karaoke bar, preferably that has a good amount of people in it. Sing your pure little heart out.
Love it.
There we go. I like that. That's a good pro tip.
Yeah.
Rolling it back to me. Last pro tip of the day for me is if you're moving somewhere, you're doing something, looking for something new, appliances, like new carpet, something pretty expensive, you can do there's groceries you can get. It's weird stuff like that, bedding, anything like that. Try a liquidation store. I don't know if everyone has them around
Maybe.
you, but
Let's hear
most people do. Most people do. So there's a bunch near me in North Carolina. I guess North Carolina's kind of known for them. I know our parents used to go to them when they lived in New Hampshire for groceries and whatnot. But it's a liquidation store, which is for whatever reason they're getting rid of it. Other stores are getting rid of it and they buy it for really cheap. So they sell it for cheap. It's all brand new stuff. But the box was damaged. They couldn't sell it, so they need to get rid of some of them. Maybe a bag was ripped or something. But all of them are all brand new stuff. Check out a liquidation store if you're trying to save a couple bucks. I bought a $300 weight set for $30 the other day.
Shut up.
$25. Just like one of those like one of those dumbbells you can adjust.
Oh.
So they only had one of them. I imagine that's why it was only being sold separately. But if you buy the two of them, it's $300. $150 for the one. But I got it for I was like, hey buddy, no price on this thing. How much is it? $30. And I knew right away that it was a steal, but I was thinking 25, and he's like, yeah, that's cool. But so you can go there, you can negotiate. They have brand new washing machines, brand new dryers, ovens, microwaves, air fryers, all that kind of stuff. Could be a good place for gifts around holidays. If you have no idea what the hell you're doing, stop by the liquidation store. Pro tip of the day: check out your local liquidation store.
Oh yeah.
Liquidation stores. Love it.
Yeah.
Coming back to you, Billy Boy. Hit us with another pro
Back to
tip.
me. A little bit of knowledge. Ooh, first thought. All right. Ooh, absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Gotta give me
All right, I'm gonna break it because somebody hit me with around the grounds real quick.
And Tuck, man, sounds like you got the update in the game. We're heading to around the grounds, brother. What we got going on?
Yeah, Murph, we're live here in Indiana. On the court, looks like we're locked in a pretty tight one here. Getting a little bit chippy. Saw Bobby Portis swing on it. I couldn't see who the pacer was earlier. Yeah, Bobby, it was getting a little bit chippy here, gentlemen. But right now we got Indiana up 24-21 after the Obi Toppin alley-oop from Tyrese Halliburton. Slam down. 3 minutes, 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Back to you, Murph, dog.
In the middle of pro tips, the kids got it. That was a pretty good update.
Unlocked.
Around the grounds. I'm excited to see what happens in that game. Bobby Portis, that's pretty early in the game, yeah.
Oh, they're swinging, dog. They're swinging.
Bobby Portis,
I think I'm not sure, dude. He might have got ejected. I'm not sure. I missed that part of it, but they showed a replay. He swinging. It looked like he connected too.
Dude, fire me up. That's sweet.
And I just saw an update on Instagram. Like it was getting chippy between the Cavs and the Clips earlier. Russell Westbrook was duking it up with Luka Doncic, and everybody's pushed.
Oh yeah.
Let's go. Playoff basketball, baby. Playoff basketball. Let's go.
Love it. Fire it up.
Yeah.
That is pretty sweet, actually.
Yeah.
That is pretty sweet. So yeah, so Bailey, he stated for saving grace real quick, but use that big brain of yours, baby. Pro tip of the day.
Real quick one. I'm gonna let you know if you're up at 6 a.m. on Friday morning, looking for something to do. Maybe you got work at 9 or something. You got 8 hours before. Broncos versus Roosters this week. Probably the match of the round in the NRL. Roosters last week came out firing, put 60 points on the Dragons in the Anzac Day Classic game. If you got time, go check that out on YouTube as well. So that's a sub pro tip, I'd say. Check out the Roosters versus St. George Illawarra Dragons Anzac Day game 2024. But yeah, this week I'm going on the 3rd of May, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think I'm going to go the Roosters. The Broncos were playing good, but Reece Walsh, who I was just talking about before, got hurt. Yeah. So Adam Reynolds, his leg, he's not doing very well. So they seemed like they might be coming down with some injuries too. Roosters are looking hot. So yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's talking rugby.
That's talking rugby right there. Pro tip: put your money on the Roosters to beat the Broncos. Friday, 3rd of May, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
Gamble responsibly.
Gamble responsibly. Facts.
Good call, Bill.
I think I'll wrap it up with my last pro tip and have Murph send us off into whatever else. But my pro tip, I'm juggling between a few here, so you're gonna watch me work it out in my brain. My pro tip is going to be: you get a little stagnant in the gym, switch it up, do something different, find a class. Two things that I'm doing a little bit differently. I was starting to get a little bit stagnant, so switching up. Tommy and I are doing an Ironman. We're training for an Ironman, so I just bought a bike literally today. Just got the damn thing. It's one of those ones it's
so pumped for you.
Oh, dude, I'm fired up. It's one of those ones where you literally you have to have this. I got the shoes for it and everything. My coworker hooked me up with some of the shoes.
Bro, you in that shit.
Just
don't start walking around in your Lycra for me. Just don't walk into a cafe with Lycra.
Oh no, I can't do that. But anyway, so it's a nice ass bike though. I'm fired up about it. So and I'm also so I don't know a ton of people at my gym right now, but I'm going to a CrossFit class. There's a CrossFit gym that's literally just around the corner from me, and so I'm gonna hit a CrossFit class and see what I can do in there, and chop it up with some of the honeys in there. Hopefully find me a muscle mommy.
What age range are you looking for?
Preferably like 60 to 90 is really my wheelhouse. Yeah. That's usually where I'm batting the highest average.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
No, on that note, I got nothing else for us today. We've had a pretty good run. Good podcast. Thanks for listening. We should have some sort of game that we were going to get going before we wrap things up. Don't worry about it now. Wait to the future. Thanks for listening. Peace.
Yeah.